As the evening settles, take a slow, deep breath and let yourself drift into calm. The world outside is quiet now, the air feels soft, and the gentle sound of rain taps against an unseen window. You are safe here. At peace. Tonight, we'll wander together through a lost city, a place once filled with laughter, footsteps, and the hum of life, now wrapped in silence and time. Somewhere beyond the edges of memory, the rain has begun to fall. It seeps through cracks in marble, collects in forgotten courtyards, and glides down ancient columns. In this city, there are no modern sounds, no engines, no voices, only the slow rhythm of rain and the faint whisper of wind moving through empty streets. You don't need to think. You don't need to move. Just listen, breathe, and let the story unfold, like a soft mist rising over stone. The rain grows steadier as you step through what was once a grand gate, two tall pillars carved with fading designs. Each swirl and line tells a story, though the meaning has blurred over time. The gate creaks gently as you pass beneath, and inside, the city greets you with stillness. The streets are narrow, made of smooth, glistening stone. Puddles form in uneven places, mirroring the dim light of the cloudy sky. Vines creep over walls that were once painted bright colors, ochre, turquoise, and soft gold, the pigments now softened to earthy hues by centuries of weather. You can almost imagine the city long ago, bustling and warm. Children running barefoot through the square. Traders arranging clay jars of spices, cinnamon, cardamom, and saffron, each scent mingling with the faint perfume of fresh rain. Lanterns flickering to life as dusk descended, their soft glow brushing across worn mosaics and patterned doorways. But tonight, all is hushed. The rain is the only visitor. It trickles down stairways, runs along the edges of ancient fountains, and slides over moss-covered carvings. Somewhere nearby, a bird shakes droplets from its feathers. The echo fades. Only the rain remains. A rain-soaked ancient city of stone, soft twilight light, glistening streets reflecting faint lanterns, ivy crawling over broken columns, distant misty mountains, gentle drizzle, tranquil and cinematic atmosphere, style, painterly realism, moody soft light, ultra-detailed texture. The path leads to an open courtyard, wide, circular, with a fountain at its heart. The fountain has long stopped flowing, but rainwater fills the basin. Raindrops create tiny circles across the surface, overlapping like ripples of time itself. Around the courtyard stand the homes of those who once lived here. Wooden shutters still hang from hinges, faded by sun and storm alike. Behind one window, you glimpse a faint flicker, perhaps the reflection of lightning far away. A gentle wind carries the scent of wet earth and stone. You can almost feel the memories gathered in this space. Markets once set up at dawn, bread baking in clay ovens, people greeting one another as the sun rose over the rooftops. There might have been laughter here once, children chasing each other beneath fig trees, women drawing water from the fountain, and merchants rolling open their fabric stalls. The colors of linen and silk would have shimmered like light through rain, blues like the sea, golds like morning wheat, and soft whites like doves. Now, only the faint murmur of rain tells their story. You rest for a moment beneath an old stone archway, the rain falling in thin curtains just beyond your reach. It feels as if time itself has paused to breathe. An abandoned courtyard in an ancient city, central marble fountain filled with rainwater, ivy-covered walls, faded frescoes, clay pots, soft evening light breaking through clouds, reflections of raindrops, atmosphere of nostalgia and calm, cinematic composition, realistic lighting, ultra-detailed textures, watercolor painting aesthetic. As dusk deepens, the rain becomes a fine mist. Through the fog, you notice a faint glow, a lantern still hanging by a doorway. Its wick, somehow still burning after all this time, flickers gently as if welcoming you home. You follow its light and find yourself in a narrow passageway. Here, the walls lean close, almost whispering to one another. Moss grows in patterns, forming small green tapestries along the stone. Long ago, perhaps, this was the path to the scholars' quarter, where thinkers and poets gathered at night, exchanging quiet words by candlelight. Imagine them, seated around low wooden tables, sipping warm tea from carved cups, their hands moving slowly as they wrote on thin parchment. They might have spoken of the stars, of the sea, of philosophy and dreams. And outside, the same soft rain would have fallen, filling the air with its steady rhythm. Now, you walk alone through the same passage, hearing only the heartbeat of the rain and your own calm breath. Narrow medieval alley in a lost city at twilight, glowing lanterns reflecting on wet cobblestones, delicate mist drifting, moss-covered walls, soft rain falling, tranquil and poetic mood, cinematic lighting, style. Realistic painting with watercolor softness, ultra-detailed textures, warm and cool tones balanced. Eventually, the passage opens into a small square, where a temple rests half buried in vines. Its pillars are carved with worn patterns, leaves, stars, and strange flowing script. Inside, the air is cool and carries the faint smell of stone dust and rain. The roof has partially fallen, letting droplets slip through in silver threads. Each drop lands with a soft note, creating a gentle rhythm in the dim space. You can almost feel the reverence that once filled this hall, footsteps echoing in prayer, the low hum of chants, and the soft rustle of fabric as people bowed their heads. The walls, though broken, seem to hold onto that peace. A beam of light breaks through the clouds above, illuminating the cracked altar. There's no gold, no relics, only the quiet persistence of time and the stillness of stone enduring the centuries. You sit for a while on a fallen pillar, breathing in the silence. Each breath feels slower now, heavier with calm. Ancient temple ruin under gentle rain, marble columns entwined with vines, soft beams of light piercing through clouds, raindrops glimmering in the air, serene and sacred atmosphere, moss and ferns covering floor stones, cinematic realism with ethereal tones, style. Painterly cinematic, ultra-detailed stone textures, volumetric light. By now, the city feels like a dream. The streets blur softly, edges fading into the mist. Each raindrop carries a memory, of music, of laughter, of hands that once built this place. As you walk toward the city's edge, you notice the sky beginning to clear. The clouds drift apart like heavy curtains, revealing a faint glow, the moon, gentle and silver, reflected in every puddle. Somewhere, water trickles down from a rooftop, creating a tiny melody. It sounds almost like a lullaby, the rain's final whisper before it fades into night. You pause by a gate half swallowed by ivy. The city behind you sleeps again, hidden and timeless. You breathe in once more, the scent of wet stone, the freshness of rain, the cool air of forgotten centuries. And as you close your eyes, it feels as though the rain is still falling softly in your heart, washing away the noise of the present, leaving only peace. Ancient cityscape after rainfall under moonlight, glistening puddles on cobblestones, mist rolling through narrow alleys, distant hills silhouetted, soft moon glow illuminating mossy ruins, peaceful dreamlike composition, style. Cinematic realism, high dynamic range lighting, painterly mood, tranquil and atmospheric. You've wandered far tonight, through stone and rain, through memory and time. The city sleeps again and so can you. Let the quiet rain stay with you as you drift deeper into rest. The soft rhythm of droplets will carry you gently into dreams. The lost city fades into mist, but its peace remains, wrapping you like a blanket of calm. Good night, traveler. Sleep well beneath the rain.